Yeah, you can ask.
I look a mess, but it's fine because we're on our adventure. It's so hot. Basically, we just finished with the eco village. We bought a lot of shea butter and black soap. I'm going to show you guys once we get back to Tamale. But basically, the shea butter here is so different from the shea butter that you get in like Accra or from a brand. Because as soon as something is branded, it's no longer like 100% pure, even if it might say like pure shea butter, because it's obviously gone through some type of manufacturing process. Whereas here, it's literally straight shea butter. So we checked out the eco village, their different like houses, the mud houses, finished the canoe ride. So we're heading to the Larabanga. It's the oldest mosque in Ghana.
One of the oldest in West Africa.
Look at all the trees coming from the...
You're welcome once again to my community. My name is Fatal. This community, we call it Larabanga. And the simple means that it's a small Muslim community. If you see anybody who born here or who grown up here, the person is a Muslim. Currently, we are in the Larabanga famous mosque. And this mosque will be one of the oldest mosques in Ghana. And at the same time, to be one of the oldest in West Africa. The mosque is 600. And the founder that who put up this Larabanga mosque here, he was migrated from Southern Arabia and the town called Medina, and he was serving us as a spiritual consultant to a certain warrior known as Smaila Ndora Jakpa. This Smaila Ndora Jakpa, he is the king of the Gonjes. He used to go around most of the Africa countries, fight a wars against most of the Africans. But actually, he aimed of doing this fighting to achieve a very big land to settle in northern part of Ghana. So when Jakpa started fighting, he met some communities. It's hard for him to defeat that community. This is where someone advised him to go to southern part of Mecca. The one he get there can get some spiritual malam or some powerful man who can lead him with some short prayers. So until one Jakpa moved to Southern Arabia, looking for the person that who can assist him. Luckily enough, this is where he met our founder in Larabanga here, called Ibrahim. He was Arab and he was black. So he narrated all the challenges that were difficulties for him. But what Ibrahim said to Jakpa, he said, well, he's a pious Muslim. He cannot lead him with a gun or with a knife to killing a human being or to selling a human being blood. But the only thing Ibrahim said to Jakpa, that when Jakpa agreed, he would just assisting him with the Muslim Bible, like the Quran. So Jakpa said that, well, why not? He will be happy for that. But before they want to start the journey from Southern Arabia to Ghana here, Ibrahim said to him that when they started the journey, that they will be crossing the 3 rivers. But he said when they cross the 2 rivers, that the 3rd river, they should maintain it, their permanent settlement. So actually, when Ibrahim and Jakpa, they took off from Southern Arabia, they passed through Sudan. And then in between Southern Arabia and Sudan, this is where they cross the Red Sea. And before they are about to branch Ghana here, or to enter Ghana here, the first river that they cross Ghana here, where we have the river, they call it a White Volta. This is the first river that Ibrahim and Jakpa, they cross Ghana here first. Second river that they find it difficult to cross Ghana here for the Black Volta. When you're crossing south to the north, we have a river, they call it a Black Volta. But when you're flooring, you cannot see it. But when you're driving, you're luckily you can see this Black Volta. So actually the Black Volta that Ibrahim and Jakpa, they find it difficult to cross there. But they choose the Black Volta there, their permanent settlement. But this is where Jakpa, he died there. So after now, according to history, when you still get to the Black Volta, Bupe, they can still show you where they buried the Gonja king, Jakpa. So when Jakpa died from the Black Volta there, Ibrahim also make in mind that he cannot settle there. And he cannot go back to southern part of Mecca again to settle. Why? Because he was old and he's so weak. So actually, Ibrahim moved from the Black Volta and he aimed to settle in Ghana everywhere to spread Islamic. So actually, Ibrahim moved from the Black Volta there, looking for a nice location to settle. So actually, when he moved from the Black Volta there, location to this area, in the first settlement that Ibrahim come and settle here, where we have the mystic stone, is half a kilometer away from the mosque. This is the first point that Ibrahim come and settle first. But he also come and made the stone, but he covered the land of the stone side there for prayers. And why? Because anytime when Ibrahim facing some challenges, he go close to the stone and pray in the name of God. God always answers in prayers for him for the stone side there. So that's why he have the mind to settle the stone side first and at the same time accommodation. So Ibrahim stood the stone side there, promised to throw something like a spear, an arrow. That when he throw the spear, wherever that the spear it has located, this is where he will put up the building. until the following day. He was moving around to see where the spear hit has landed until he found the spear, the foundation of this mosque. And the black post you can see around the building of the mosque, this is a natural foundation, was located there before the spear came and landed. So when he came, he also came and made the foundation was natural, but the top of the mosque was not there. So actually, he started from here to here. So when he started, he had a level that he came tired, and he go back to the stone side there for official prayers. But actually, the next day, when he came to continue of the building, you will see the increments of the building was increased by itself. That's why you can see the stick pointing in and out.
Okay, so what do the sticks represent?
Location where part of the mosque was increased by itself. Because any time when Ibrahim came to continue of the building, he felt the increments were increased by himself. So Ibrahim too was wondering because he's the only person managing the building. But anytime when he came, he felt the increments. So when he picked the stick, this is where he get relaxed that through prayers. God also raising part of the building for him, like spiritually, until the full building was completed. And because that time Ibrahim was alone, he was using only one door, which is the chief imam door today. And before the community development came in, he added 3 additional doors, making 4, and each having a single function. But one thing Ibrahim could pass away, he promised the elders in the way that when he died, no one passed through his door, apart from the chief imam. So he is the only person who have access to pass through that Ibrahim door, as of today we stand. And the second door that we'll have the muezzin entrance, the one who call for the prayers. And the back of the mosque, we'll have some door there, which is a female entrance, the ladies. And the 4th entrance that we'll have the public, or the general, or the men entrance. You can see some big tree behind the mosque. After he come old, Ibrahim called the people, gathered them here in the mosque. That any day, anytime when he died, they should look for small land closer to the building to be bury him. That after when they bury him, some few months later, they will see some plant or some tree shooting up on the grave. That when they saw any tree shooting up on the grave, the people go take care of it, and the leaves are edible. So actually, when Ibrahim died, they buried him closer to the lady's door. Some few months, the baobab tree shoot up on the grave, and we take good care of it. And currently that we stand here as of today, the tree is 500 years now, and the mosque is 600 years now.
How was the color selection, white and black?
At first, there was not paint. Ibrahim was using the charcoal to palm it as his paint, and the top he used ash.
So how come the doors are lower than normal?
We believe the building is belong to God. So if you want to go inside, you have to give kind of respect. So if you want to go inside, you have to bow.
Oh,
Actually, that's the main reason why the doors are smaller. But no matter how you tall, when you go inside, you can straight up yourself very well, and you can start your prayers.
So this is the tree that he was talking about. See how like the roots are coming out like on the floor? But then he said inside the mosque, it hasn't affected the infrastructure inside the mosque at all. But look at how close the tree is to the mosque.
Smoke the heat. You know, smoke, how they smoke here, so that your fever will go away. And then also some are the rose, and they use it for when somebody break. They will use the rose and then help you to treat you. They will add shea butter and then massage it, and then before they use some fracture and then bandage it and let you go. So the 3 helping this community, that's why they leave it. And the people also from this area, they always relaxing in the shade. So like when the sun around 1 to 2, if you come here, you meet a lot of people hanging around here. Yeah, so this is the history about the mint tree here.
So where do we put it? Alright guys, we finished at the Larabanga Mosque. Now we're done with our activities for today. I look crazy, as you can see. We have been out and about working since morning. Now we're heading back 3 hours back to Tamale to find a place to stay. I didn't find a place to stay before coming, so the whole idea was to kind of be spontaneous and find places as we go about. So we're going to find a place to stay, and then I'm going to talk to you guys once we get back to the hotel, find dinner and all that stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching so far. Do you see the blood, sweat and tears that's going on into making this content? Please subscribe, like the video, and come back for